Football. Do you miss football?
I do, man. I do. I think it's been 6 days since we've gone live, something like that. Somewhere there, but man, I thought I'll be honest, man. I really thought we were gonna sign Bobby Wagner. I really thought that was a thing.
I'm with you, man. I really thought because when we look right, how much 16 mil still in cap space. And you see Bobby Wagner sign with the Seahawks for 7 mil, and you think to yourself, couldn't the Cowboys make that? Couldn't the Cowboys make that happen, right? Yo, Hoodlum, how you doing, Hoodlum? How's your Sunday fun day, man?
He's probably like,
look,
another Sunday.
There's Alia. How you doing? You go, I am mad as hell. I know. I already know.
We already know, Hoodlum. You ain't got to say nothing, my man.
We're mad too, man. We're pissed. Let's just be real.
Oh, man. Why'd you have to do this to us, Cowboys?
So let's get right into it, man. Because obviously, look, there's linebackers that are in this draft class that, there's some. I believe you like the one out of Washington State.
I do. I do.
Hanley?
Yep.
Hanley, Dylan, right? Dylan Hanley.
Yep, that's it.
He's a unique prospect. I think he was a wide receiver that got converted into a linebacker, which is unique.
That is so weird, man. So that's another reason I like athleticism, So
I love it. Elia's like she's one of us, man. Like, look at her. She's upset. Like, she's like, Bobby Wagner saying 7 million 1 year. It's crazy. It is crazy. Same old Jerry. We've been fooled again. So what was the big move he was talking about?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Go Birds. Numit 52 says go Birds. Yeah. Well, I will tell you this. I think with the Cowboys offseason so far, guys, is that they've given themselves an opportunity to not actually have to go and attack an actual position of you know what I mean? Like, in other words, they don't have to go and get a wide receiver. They don't have to go get an offensive lineman. They don't have to go and get a linebacker. They don't have to go and get a corner, right? Because they were able to address that. Let's be happy with that, because I think if anything, like with mainstream media, it's kind of like, it's weird, right? Because we do highlight it a lot on our TikTok and our social medias and stuff, what they say about the Cowboys, because Cowboys, it's America's team. They're always in the spotlight, and the one thing that is always there is the consensus of what are the Cowboys doing. The Cowboys, obviously, the moves are good, the moves are not good. It is what it is. Let's get a little caught up here. We draft Kincaid yet?
Ultra Cowboy, man.
Damn. Did you know, Ultra Cowboy, that Kincaid has a fractured back? Did you guys know this? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys feel about this, but
Jerry, you can tell Ultra Cowboy everything you want about Kincaid, no matter. That's who he wants, man.
No, thank you. I'm passing, man. What's going on, Dwight? Let's Alia. To be positive, there are a lot of defensive guys left. You know what? You're absolutely right. I love her football knowledge. It's crazy. I'm not high on Kincaid at all. Let's go. Let's go. Round of applause on that one. I'll tell you this, man. No Kincaid at 26, please. We need a what we really need is we need somebody that's gonna be able to help just completely take over the game. Rookie tight ends typically do not make any noise their rookie year. Remember that.
Pitts is a one in generational tight end, man. That's very rare. But other than that, it's not gonna happen.
Even his rookie year, he wasn't like sensational.
He had over 1,000 yards.
He wasn't sensational. He wasn't
Jerry. Come on.
He wasn't taking over games. You know what I mean? Like, I think he even missed a couple of games. Alien says we have DQ, so I'm not worried. You know what? I like that. I think you're absolutely right. With Dan Quinn, we should trust. Bobby has regressed in coverage. great at run stopping. He had pretty good stats last year, Ultra Cowboy. Like
Mm,
he was the second ranked linebacker in the entire NFC.
yeah,
Hold on,
I
he
don't know about that
has a
one.
look. He has a major back problem, and he's damn near my grandfather. Instead of saying his age,
Hey,
his grandfather's
I'll
age.
tell you what, man. We can always count on Hoodlum. That is for sure
Oh
to
yeah.
make you laugh, man. I appreciate it, Hoodlum.
Somebody on TikTok says Cowboys got our wide receiver Brandon Cooks. I'm gonna
Yep.
miss, and then somebody ZO Gain says I'm gonna miss Zeke. I think we all miss Zeke already. Like, and then he's flirting about going with the Eagles. Damn, if he does go to the Eagles, that's like the biggest sign of betrayal. I hope Micah Parsons just plants him. You know what I mean? Just a nice, give him a nice little plant. We're gonna draft Taco Charlton 2.0.
No, don't say that, man.
No, I think we learned our lesson from
I think they learned a lesson.
yeah. Do not let Jerry Jones take do not let Jerry Jones take that. Mainstream media will drive you local if you listen to them. You're absolutely right, man. I mean, dude, it's crazy how Get Up just literally they're all over the place. It is insane. Jose, what's up, brothers? Forgot what you look like. You did say, right? What was it? 6 days?
6 days, man. We've been on hiatus for a while.
Yeah, man. I was a busy. I've been a very busy man. I'm sorry. So, but hopefully we'll come back down. We'll be back to our regular schedule. I think right now we're looking at Tuesdays, Thursdays, no Mondays. What was it Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays
Wednesdays and
for right
Sundays.
for right now, right? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, and it'll probably change to Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays pretty soon. So that's gonna be a schedule, guys. Oh, did I miss somebody? Alia, love the Dallas Cowboy family. We're all the knowledgeable, and this fan base has been so nice to me. Hey, you bring
Round of applause for that.
hey,
Round of applause for
you
that.
bring the A game too, man. Like she really brings her A game. Like she knows it. She knows exactly what's up. Zeke could help the Seahawks. Ooh, I don't know how serious Kenneth Walker's injury is. I don't know if he's gonna miss part of this year, but maybe. So who's this? David Kyle says Darnell Washington is a monster. Bijan with Pollard is a hell of a combo. Wish we could get Gonzalez. Woof, so many prospects to choose from. Which one will be there at 26, or will the Cowboys make a splash? Is that what Hudlin was referring to when Jerry says he's gonna make a move, right? Kincaid can't block. He's just the big tight end. All you gotta do is put a safety on him, and he's barbecued. Nothing against him. I've heard others say he has regressed too. Oh, damn. Kincaid is 23 and he will be 24, Kincaid, at the beginning of the year. He'll be 24 years old. So if you look at it like Michael Parsons, he's gonna be 24 this year. I think sometime in April, CD Lamb's gonna be 24 years old, so that's not good. We're gonna draft Byron Young. Oh, Davian. I think
He's kind of old too.
there's a lot of old prospects.
Yeah.
I was hearing somebody talk about John Michael. Oh, it was Walter today, right? What do you say? Because he's an older prospect.
Yeah,
John
there's yep.
John Michael, was it Schmidt?
Schmitz, yeah, from
He,
is it Minnesota?
Minnesota. Yeah, he could play center, but he could be your guard.
But
I,
see,
I like when say what Walter said about
and I agree with Walter 100%. I don't like older guys with skill positions. But when it comes to offensive line, it seems like these guys could play for like 15 to 20 years. So to me, taking an older player on the line, I think I can live with 100%.
And John Michael looks good, man. Like he looks
does.
like a solid prospect, man. So I'll tell you this: like on certain positions with Byron Young, I understand. Yeah, we should shore up the defensive end. I mean, even Will McDonald's a nice prospect, but he's a little bit older too. I think he's gonna be 24 at before the league year starts. So a lot of these prospects we're trying to get through and stuff. But I like what Walt said, right? Like he goes, this guy John Michael can play to he's damn near 33 years old at an all pro level. And I was thinking to myself, well, shoot, him being 25, right? I think he'll be 25, John Michael.
Yep.
So 25, if you go ahead and give him 5 years, if he gives you 5 solid years, he's gonna be 30. Then he gives you 3 more. That's 8-year career. Shoot, he might be able to give you, maybe he might be able to give you 8, 10 years.
He might be able to go 38 years, man.
You never know. You never know. A lot of this, we did hear Will McClay say that this is something that every team in the NFL is sorting out is the ages of a lot of these prospects. Kincaid and Musgrave are tight end weapons. Damn, you love tight ends so much.
What's your Cowboy, man?
I tell you, Leo says Michael Parsons in an interview 5 months ago when asked about how hard he's going to tackle. I'm hitting that MF. I love him. I'm laughing my butt off. I love it too. If Jalen Carter falls to 9, let's go trade up. Want to make this defense elite? He is that dude. Ultra Cowboy. There's somebody that I think that could possibly be there at 26 and be that dude also, man. We're going to talk about him right now. We're getting to it, but don't drink the Kool-Aid on Kincaid. I like that, man. I like Avila at 26. I think he's a better than Osiris. I like Steve Avila too. I think I believe he's gonna be in that for sure. He should be in that range. Cowboys drafted Terrence Newman when he was 40 years old.
That is true.
He was an older prospect, right? But damn, didn't he run like a 4.2 or something like that?
Yeah, he did. He was fast.
With these guys, we just added. How much has our draft size changed with that Cowboys office?
A lot. I think, to me, it just seems like the Cowboys do it every year, right? They always make sure that they address the depth chart with needs that they don't want to address in the draft, because their motto is they want to draft the best player available. It's always been their motto. You know what I mean? But this is a little different. The things that they have done, and for the first time, I agree with certain people that they kept as Cowboys. 100% agree. Dono was number 1 in my list. They had to keep Dono. The other thing is they got Brandon Cooks and Stephen Gilmore, which was a surprise to me. Not only did they go get just to fill holes, they went to go get people to win this thing.
Yeah.
So it changes a lot of things, man. At this point, we don't know. So
we got a couple questions on TikTok. They're pretty good. Justin Fonda says, "Do you still think if Jackson Smith and Jigba is there at 26, they'd take him?"
See, so let me tell you something about that.
That's exactly kind of what we're talking about.
And this is the thing. You can't. There's no way you can pass him up at 26, man. It's just hard. At 26, I don't know. I don't know if you let him walk.
It would be like a CD Lamb type of deal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. That's a tough one, and that's the thing. I think it comes down to who is on the board. Because if JSN is on the board, and then you got Mazi Smith on the board, and you got Osiris on the board, what if you got Bijan Robinson on the board? This is the things we're talking about. It's a luxury pick where the Cowboys can say, hey, we got the best player available. We're going to pick this. Or somebody wants one of those guys and decides, hey, let's move up 2 or 3 spots, or the Saints or the Chiefs. Hey, we want this guy. And then we get more picks and move back, and we still have our guy that we want out of the 3 or 4. So I don't know, man. It's anybody's. It's crazy.
I think that Jerry pulls the trigger on Jackson Smith and Jigba. I just think he's just too good of a prospect to pass up. And from what we've heard and seen, he is a quarterback's best friend. We've heard that about tight ends, but this guy, he has that it factor when it comes to being a wide receiver, a very smart one. Mailman Phil, good to hear from you. He says, can Osiris Torres be there at number 26?
He might be.
He might, but man, you know what? His name is starting to get some momentum.
It is.
No, man. So
he reminds me of Tyler Smith last year. Very raw guy. Something you can fix a couple of his things, man, but you can't. He's got some strength on him. So We'll see, man.
Yeah. Let me see. Somebody says Dallas Cowboys for life. Let's go, Mr. Texas. We feel it. Somebody said it's AG4 says B. John Robinson, and then I want Gibbs more than B. John. Ooh. If Gibbs is available at 26, do you take him? If they don't draft him, that means they won't want me. They won't be back. Huh. Okay, I guess they're talking about Jackson Smith and Jigba there. This draft is so full of hit running backs. I don't think you draft one till late. So do you think we have a good running back? Right now we have one good running back. That's the thing, right? And I think that we do need to fill that room up. Get caught up on YouTube. Exactly. Kincaid going to be 29 at the end of his rookie contract. That's like Kincaid going need Viagra to run a route. You're gonna get us in trouble. Zach Martin is a perfect example of someone who's still at the top of his game. Very true. You see this? I love this. I love this
context, man.
Like context. It's poetry.
Context.
Steve Avila is better than John. Well, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
I'd have to say, I'm not gonna say he's better, but I'm gonna tell you where you can get more out of your money. Steve Avila, he'll probably play longer than JNSN.
Well, hold on, because with John, he could play center and guard. So remember that. You have
that's true. That's true.
You have a 2-for-1, so it's good questions. I think we need a true tackle because Tyler can play both, but he's an all-pro at guard, right? And I think you're absolutely right. Avila just had an interview today, and he said he'd want to go to Dallas. He better. He's a TCU boy. He's from Dallas already. You know, a tackle career lasts longer than a tight end nowadays. So let's not the same with Steele. Hey, I got a video of Terrence Steele. I got it off of Twitter, and it's Duke Manyweather, and it looks like Terrence Steele's ready.
Old Duke boy is at it again.
It looks like Terrence Steele's ready to rock and roll. Cowboys can go best player available all the way through the draft. They can. Elia, if I'm not mistaken, Avila said he hasn't played on the left yet. It's always been right, but he'll do what's needed if asked. Honestly, I do like Avila, but with John Mike, man, I like that how he can do the center and the guard. Steve Avila played left guard last year and is a great pass protection. Right now, it's between him and Osiris, man. So it's a good topic to talk about. I would take Jackson Smith and Jibba because we have Cooks. He's going to play. He plays 70% in the slot, and you know what? I would like to kind of. I think that it's time for, CeeDee Lamb to start really grow more into his role, right, as being the outside guy. He hasn't played left as much, was my point. He's more comfortable on the right.
Yeah.
I love it. Hi, Stephen White.
Here we go, man. Stephen White, him and Ultra Cowboy, man. I think they're brothers or something.
Yeah. Jerry and Javier. I love it. Played left guard this year, and he was a center last year. Steve Avila is a left guard. Correct. Cowboys are higher in Avila than Torres. Bobby Belt said it.
If Bobby Belt said it, it's true.
Bobby Belt, hey, he's a little instigator. I've always liked Bobby Belt, man. I've always been a big fan of his. But I remember at the beginning of the year, they said that the reason why they got rid of Amari Cooper is because they wanted to see if CeeDee Lamb could be that dog. And I was like, why are they starting this internal?
I think they wanted to see where Dak was at.
I mean, big picture, yes. Hoodlum says, I'm taking a tackle, guard, or defensive tackle. Ooh, all right. Alias says, NFL is different than college. Avila is more comfortable with certain things than others. Very true. Yeah. We help both sides of the ball with the exception to the O-line. That has to be a major priority.
It has to be, man.
I mean, we didn't leave ourselves like dead
I keep going back to this, man. We were ranked 26 in the pass win rate. 26. That's horrible.
It's horrible. Ultra Cowboy says Avila's a left guard. He even said it in his interview yesterday. I love says, I love you're crazy. No, he's not. And then Alia's like, I think he played on the right side. He played the
these
left.
guys,
Go watch
these
his
guys are all like,
man. You guys like we're one team. DeJuan Jones replaces Steele. I don't I don't think it's time to replace Steele, man. But if you had to, him or Darnell Wright, I think would be nice, man. But you still have that situation at guard, you know.
I kind of agree with Stephen White. This is my thing, and I keep saying this. We need to find a replacement for Steele. Because he can play under the tender this year, and then after this, what happens? Do we sign him to a big deal? Because we have to sign everybody else. We have to sign too many people.
A lot of people.
I
Man.
say we draft his replacement and go from there, man.
I mean, not to mention Trey Diggs is probably gonna cost you what 20 mil. Same thing with CD, probably like 24 mil. David Johnson, I'm pretty sure you've been with us before.
Has he?
I take round of applause.
Round of applause, David Johnson. We'll give him.
So there's an Eagles fan on TikTok. He says, Eagles fan here. But if the Cowboys don't win this year with this team, Dak has to go. I think that we've all come to that realization. David Johnson says, I'd take Jahmyr Gibbs if he's there. He's a nice prospect, man.
He is.
Elia, I'm not familiar with Avila fully. It's all good. We're all getting to know him better. I'm on the Mazi train. Let's go. Let's go. That's exactly where we're trying to head to. 2 Super Bowl winning head coaches got rid of non-team first Poodle Cooper.
It's true. It's true.
I like Henley and Dorian Williams. I like Dorian Williams. I like Henley too.
I like Henley, man. Henley's my dude.
Well, it's kind of weird, right? Because he's a wide receiver that converted to a linebacker, but he is very rangy. He's an interesting prospect. Still coming off of an injury, Tyron Smith has a huge question mark on him. That line needs major upgrades. You are absolutely right. Cowboys love Matt. Well, let's go. Steve Avila is great, but JMS is on a whole different level. Hoodlum's on the same vibe. Steele is floor level. Good, but we want a better. DeJuan is that right tackle, man. I don't know. He's too big, man. Honestly,
he's kind of raw though,
and he's really big, man. Like
he still needs to work on his technique, but I like that, man.
I think he's
dude's strong.
Harvey, I think he's like 370 pounds. Harvey,
yeah, he's like 6'7", wasn't he? Pretty sure he was 6'7".
Mailman says Dak restructured his contract. That means they are most likely extending him. Yes, they are going to extend him. I mean. What do you think they're going to give him? Another 3-4 year deal?
So this is sad news, right? I'm going to tell you right now. I think they're going to give him a $3 or $4 million deal. It's going to be roughly around $48 million
a year.
I think. Yeah.
Elias says I play right tackle. The only thing I haven't played is left tackle. That is an Avila quote. So he has played at the right tackle. The only thing he has not played is left tackle. Oh, why is it always Dak's fault? To these delusional Cowboy fans whenever something goes wrong. This year, I think that with that, well, hey, Jay Fonda, thank you for coming on board, man.
Welcome, man.
Also, round of applause. Remember, we have that giveaway. If you're public and we can see, we'll throw you into that cap giveaway. Came to YouTube to chat with y'all better. Hell yeah, it's way better. David Morgan, I like it. Round of applause. Harvey's talking your tune right here. That running back from Tulane is way.
Let's go. I'm telling you, man. This dude, Ty J. Spears, is that guy, man.
Yeah, this is your guy, man.
I'm telling you.
Steele will make the Pro Bowl this year if he does not get hurt this year. He makes it, and you know what? That's where the Cowboys get. They get the short end of the stick, and now they have to pay double. It's gonna happen to him with Tyler Biadasz too. Matt, well, let's go a tight end until we get Darnell Washington. Jeez Louise.
He's on that train, man.
And hold up, I don't trust Dewan Jones. He behaves no bends. His pad levels be too high. It's like he's walking on top of a mountain.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. He's very raw, man. He's still got a lot to learn. A lot to learn.
I like him, but damn, man, at 26. Uh He says, I guess he's trying to say he's raw, but he wins even not polished like Paris Jr., which is Paris Johnson Jr. Is that the one out of Ohio State? Is that who?
Yeah, Paris Johnson Jr.
Elia, they be hating on Dak because he makes the big money. Yeah, that's simple as that. Once you start making that 40+ mil, and you can't get to the NFC Championship.
Look, I don't care what. It's not even the 40 million, man. He's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. He's gonna take a lot of heat, not only from the fans, from everybody, but mainstream media, ESPN, all of them. They're just gonna. That's just the way it goes, man.
So, some Bishop guy says, I agree. Everyone blames Dak for everything. Where did Steve Avila play this past year? Last year, center, but he is playing on the right side with Zach playing right guard. David Morgan, you're right. Daily reminder, Dak is booty. Jeez Louise. We cannot continue to be stuck with certain players. Example, Dak. Even Jose says on there, Jay Fondell, you can't blame Dak when Kellen Moore's offense was nothing but go routes and 10-yard comebacks.
They were, man. Hey, all they did was play damn curls, hitches at the sticks. Everybody knew that. Everybody.
He goes, I've said this before. Dak led the league in non-turnover worthy throws with 9. Cowboy fans say anything. They say anything like, but Josh Ball and forget about that guy. The Star Vision. Woo! The Star Vision. I like the logo, man.
Welcome. I like it.
Thoughts on tight end? Yeah, let us know if you have a stream. We'll go check you guys out. Thoughts on tight end at pick 26? I say no.
No.
Absolutely no. Let's be honest. I think that Cowboys are set at tight end. Let's see what Jake Ferguson and Payne Henderson have. I think Jake Ferguson has the wiggle, man. He has this unique ability with that yak, and I think he's better than Kincaid. He was able to make his future look very. I think if they would have given him a more predominant role, I think that he would have had a better stat line than Dalton Schultz. I will say that about Jake Ferguson. But no tight end at 26 for me or Harvey here, or Hoodlum. Finally, someone is talking about Darnell Washington. Alia, it could be another player mistake, and these fans will continue to say it's Dak. It's true. What's up, fellas? What's going on, Track Hawk? It's been a while. Can't be missing shows. Stevie Weiss says I was driving. I'm home now. Hey, well, be safe, man. You do it the right way. Be smart. I trade Dak for some fajitas. I hate Dak because he chokes in big games. He is the other team's MVP in the playoffs. Man. Don't lose the faith, man. Will McDonald is raw.
He is, man. Especially that video of him jumping that car. That's pretty
crazy. It was crazy. And he's an older prospect too. How did you guys feel about the running back from Alabama?
I guess he's talking about him. I like him.
Corner is not out of the conversation, guys.
It is not.
Man, I like Emmanuel Forbes, man. I'm telling you this right now. That guy is special. What do you have? 14 interceptions in his entire collegiate career. That's insane.
He had like 6 pick sixes too.
6 pick sixes. I think he set the record in the SEC. People forget in 7 years, Dak holds almost every Cowboy franchise record, which is a true statement. And I think in the beginning, people get mad because he didn't want to rip the ball. Now that he ripped it, now he threw interceptions and people are mad. I don't know why. Bring back Looney with the eye emojis. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looney is kind of one of the most lovable individuals I've ever seen.
I love that dude.
Me too. Hello says no tight end at 26. I'm going on strike if we pick a tight end.
I'm with Hula, man. I would be so upset if we pick a tight end.
I would be pissed. They are not set at tight end. Ultra Cowboy. How often do you watch the Dallas Cowboy draft show? That's all I want to know. Pullo says strike. I need what did he say? Sicario at quarterback. Trade 26, 212, 245 to go up to 20. For what? What's the plan, Steve? Let us know. Don't want to be mean, but I have to say this. I'm not gonna sit here and let the people talk about Dak when they are the ones watching him be successful. I'm just saying. I respect it. You're right. Forbes weighs less than a toothpick. He is 160.
Hey, that's what they said about Devontae Smith.
He weighs 167 hard, but damn, he is super long.
Hey, man, but this is the thing. He can come to Texas, man. We got Whataburger, baby. We got Whataburger. All he's got to do is be on a Whataburger diet. He'll be fine.
Michael Ledford says, how about them Chiefs? Thank you, Chiefs. Rev Kramer, go Canes. What's up, Rev?
Damn, Rev.
Kind of
Hey,
hard.
hold on. I want to say something about Rev. Let me say something about Rev. Rev and Coach, right? They invited me to their Discord. I appreciate it. Some of y'all are probably on here because we got introduced through Rev. So, Rev, Coach, I appreciate it. Also follow them. Preaching Sports Podcast. Appreciate it, man.
We really do. And we're going to be working a lot together. Jose Pais, even though Dak is our quarterback, does everyone really have the faith in him to take us to the promised land? Again, holding Cowboys records means what? Well, I think for the most part, that has been his Achilles, right? Is that he's a stat quarterback. But in the end, I think you could see it when Dak is involved in the running game, like when they actually have designed running games. Harvey, what do you say? What is that you said about with Dak?
I did the real Dak that you get fully involved is having him have a run game, making it simple and into the game, and just make it easy for him, man. Once he's in himself and that run game's going and he is feeling himself in a type of way, you can't stop him, man. It's like I want to go back. He hit like 24 in a row against the Eagles. Was it
26 after he 26. Threw the pick six?
I'm telling you, man, if you make it simple and quick and hurry up offense and run the ball, you can't be beat, man.
I love it because I remember we had Amito on, right? And Amito, and you were talking and you told him, I don't know, man, when he's in the game, he's running, he's locked in and you can't stop this Dak. Nobody, it's weird. You can't stop this Dak. And I'm telling you right now, I think that this is what Mike McCarthy sees and understands in Dak is when he says, let's get the running game going. I don't think he's talking in particular just about the running backs that we have at Unstable. I think he's talking about getting Dak involved in the running game. Yep. And damn, he just locks on. I mean, we saw him lock on against with that one, like you said, 26 completions against the
Eagles.
Eagles.
Against Tampa Bay too,
and against the Texans. Remember the fourth quarter? Yep. I mean, he was hitting dime after dime after dime. So I'll tell you this much right now: if they can get that game plan for Dak, we can. I feel very confident that he can get us to the Super Bowl. How many Super Bowls does Dak have? But he has stats. I mean, look. He played the game he never took risk, and that's why he has the good stats. Because he wouldn't turn the ball over. He would take the sack, he played football smart. But I think he understands that he needs to step out of that comfort zone and start really pushing himself to being a quarterback of a passing type of more make those tough passes, right, to your playmakers, right, Harvard. If that makes any sense. No. Many good corners up to number 100. Ooh, I like that, Steven. Thank you for that little insight. I wouldn't move up at all. Let the board fall to you.
Yes. Hoodlum. Yes.
Damn. Somebody loves what Ultra Cowboy says. And Hoodlum and Steven. They said Gardner was too small when he got drafted. They did. Just answer this. How is it on Dak when he goes out, puts up 38, but they lose? He don't play defense. That's a good question. Give me Hendon Hooker at 58. Man, we were doing we went through. Man, it took us a little over an hour. We were doing. We covered. It was Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft 3.0. He has Hendon Hooker going to the Vikings pick 20, right, Harv? Or what pick do they have?
Hendon Hooker with the Minnesota Vikings.
It was
The
like
23rd pick, I think.
23rd pick in the first round. We're like, whoa! It was crazy.
No, was it the 23rd or 20th? I can't remember.
It was the 22nd. Alias gave it a little shout out. She likes what you said, Jay Fonda. They said Ashani Jr. was too small to play safety, and to play safety, weight don't mean nothing. You're absolutely right, Hullum. OG Chandler Savala, 6'5", 325, North Carolina State. Guadalupe Chavarria. Man, we're still trying to get through this.
Hey, real quick, guys, I'm gonna put it on the screen. It'll come up when Jerry comes up, but I'm gonna send you our Discord. So make sure y'all follow us on our Discord. He'll get there soon enough.
Okay. Jay Fonda, where are you sleeping when Dak played the 49ers? Ultra Cowboy, how many bowls does Hurts, Allen, Herbert have, yet they get nowhere near the hate that Dak does?
Yep, that's true.
This is a true statement. I trade Dak for Cheech Chong DVD. Man, don't be like that. Break news: Dak is still booty. No, he's not. Man, there's quarterbacks out there that are literally. I would not want Kirk Cousins, even though people want to say he is a Kirk Cousins. I think he's better than Kirk Cousins. Dak's hurry up offense is dangerous.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
He just needs to be involved. That's all it is. Ultra Cowboy, nope, I wasn't. But when you have one option to throw to, it makes it hard to win.
It does.
It really does. Dwight says, do the Cowboys pick a quarterback this draft? Probably gonna pick Hooker in the second round. I haven't seen.
I think we do though.
I did hear that they want to give a quarterback for Mike McCarthy to bring along. We've seen Max Duggan linked to him. I don't know about that. Alia, I guess she's referring to what Dwight said. Dak is on notice. The Dak groupies, Zeke, Kellen, Nussmeier, and Schultz have left the.
Hey, he's right about that. He's right about that.
Man, as long as he's our quarterback, ain't gonna happen. Wow. What's going on with all the Dak hate today?
I don't know. I have no idea.
This is like out of the blue, man. I mean, shoot, give him 1 year with freaking Brandon Cooks to see what he could do. Dak is on notice, right? Okay, yeah, I read that one. Hooker ain't no quarterback. Ty draft is better than Dak. Bryce have the potential. Stroud has potential. They both do. I think if CJ Stroud lands with the Texans, I think that's a beautiful situation for him.
For sure.
Houston would be a low-key area where he could develop himself and see if he could hit his ceiling. We could get Parrish Jr., Murphy, Bijan, Jackson Smith, the Jigba, Carter, or Banks, Broderick Jones, or Addison, or Quinn Johnson. Number 20 might pay off huge.
Jumping up to give up that many picks, I don't think is smart. I wouldn't. Not that many.
I wouldn't look. I'm not going to say it's not possible because I mean this offseason has been incredible for the Cowboys. They've been very active. They surprised us. I mean, some of the moves just came out of nowhere. 6 spots up is possible. A huge score. Like that's what I'm just trying to say. Like, I think Jerry Jones is getting a little desperate here, and some of these moves kind of feel like Jerry Jones is not waiting around anymore. Like, so if somebody's there, listen, guys, if Addis is there, I'm picking him. He can play all over. This is the what Harvey was talking about. So for those and you guys on TikTok, if you guys have Discord, that is the label to our.
It's the Cowboys Cast pound 3786. Send us an invite. I'll invite you. Be part of the Discord, man. The Cowboys Cast pound 3786.
Somebody saying 49ers are just built to beat us, plain and simple. Sorry, my phone auto-corrected. Okay, Jerry Jones caused curse for firing JG. Jimmy Johnson, we are castigado by the football. I like it when somebody throws their country Mexican swang. We can't escape the 49ers. We always meet them in the playoffs.
Hey, we're playing. Hey, that's gonna be a huge game, bro.
And it's
That's
this
gonna be a
year,
huge game. We
this
play
year
them.
in Santa Clara this year.
Santa Clara.
If no targets at 20, trade back and set up your picks and pick up a 60 and get a hooker. Wow, you guys really like Hooker. And he's an older prospect too. People hate Dak because he isn't the golden boy option like Herbert and Lawrence.
That is true.
People forget this, man. I tell you this, I applaud Dak. I admire Dak. He worked his ass off to become who he is today. He wasn't a passing quarterback when he came into his league. Question by Jose Pais. Is it possible that some or a lot of Cowboy fans have issues with loving the team so much that they aren't realist and ignore the obvious? Are you taking a shot at me, Jose? I feel like you're talking way too much Dak hate for reals. Look at the star vision. I mean, obviously they can see Cowboys are a quarterback away. I don't know about that. I have an idea. Let's bring back Quincy Carter, Drew Henson, then people will be happy.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, they really don't know, man, because they didn't live through that, I guess. You know what I mean? They weren't around to see those couple days. I mean, fuck, man. Shoot. We even had like probably the oldest quarterback at one time, right? We had
Testaverde.
Wasn't he like 41?
He was 40-something. I mean, that was horrible.
That was horrible. We even had Ryan Leaf. You remember that?
Drew Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe before Tony Romo came in. Drew Bledsoe kind of was able to help us, but she was, guys, it was ugly. Quincy Carter.
He was a statue, man.
Quincy Carter he just fell off. His game just fell off. And after that, it was just like a downward spiral. Cowboys didn't have a quarterback. It was the worst it felt like forever, but I believe it was 4 or 5 total seasons, right? Until Bill Parcells found Tony Romo. They need to get Dak Chili Chung out
their mouth.
Texans have met privately with Will Levis. I think right now it's all smokescreen, man. I honestly think it's all smokescreen. I wasn't agreeing with anyone. I just felt like saying that there was always we're always playing the 49ers in the playoffs, and I can't wait to beat them.
Yeah.
No, we get you, but that was kind of crazy how TikTok and her were like on the same page. I'm mad about the Wagner thing, man. Me too, Hula. If Dak falters, I believe they trade the whole 2024 draft to move up in this year's draft. You know, it feels like they are willing to do that for Bijan Robinson. I think if any prospect is within reach. B Wags went home to retire. It's a good thing. And you know,
that is true. That is true.
It's a good point. I hate Dak because he is trash in the playoffs. Ultra Cowboy, be nice. We'll forever support Dak by Leah. I love it. She even throws a little heart symbol in there. I love it. Dak is a Spartan. Whoa, what are we talking about? I thought he was a bulldog. Let's bring back Troy Aikman. We went the Super Bowl last year if we had him. Yeah, that guy seems to have the answers for everything. From Aikman to Romo, there was 12 different starting quarterbacks. Jeez, we went to that, Harv.
That was horrible, man.
Quincy Carter fell off because he liked the nose.
I didn't think anybody was gonna say that. I was like, oh man.
He was I used to be in corrections and he was locked up here in the valley. I can't say for what, but he was locked up. People hate Dak. Now Quincy Carter's doing real good for himself. I will say that. Yeah. So good job, Quincy. People hate Dak because he is the quarterback for the Cowboys. A lot of pressure on whoever is playing quarterback for the boys.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
It's not easy to wear the star, man. Testies, man.
I thought you were gonna say it.
I couldn't, man. I ain't gonna lie. Dak do get me nervous when he drops back. I'll keep it real, like I'm real.
For real, bro. Come on, everybody. I love Dak, right? But when he drops a pass, my heart stops, man.
It's
just a little bit.
It's when he has that certain look in his eye. You know, there's 2 different looks in his eye. The one when he's locked in, oh damn, I feel bad for whoever
for sure.
But the one where he feels like it's just him, and that's the Dak That's the one that I understand will frustrate people. Someone said the Texans want to be the Cowboys so bad. Man, stop. I know. Alien, I think it's right, man. What's up? Is I'll chill with my comments. I'm starting to make Javi rub his face too.
I'll say,
Look, there's Phil, man.
what's
Woo!
up, mailman?
The Dak carrier might want to get a new team because he's gonna be here at least 4 more years.
Yep, he is, man. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones already said they want to sign him to a 10-year deal, which is crazy.
Hey man, I've been a fan since 1990. I've been through it
Ooh.
all with y'all. Jay Fonda, you found the right place. Join the Discord. Let's have some good conversations. Troy scared me that first year. Wait, Troy scared you?
The first year where he was getting beat up.
Oh, his rookie year.
Yeah, it was bad.
And he had what? Steve Walsh as his backup quarterback.
Yeah, and they beat the Washington Redskins. The only team. Yeah.
Hoodlum when he has the deer caught in the headlights. Yeah, that's the look. That's the look. We went through a lot to get the team. We have fans need to appreciate it. They do.
We do.
Trade your 26 pick for Jeffrey Simmons. That guy needs to get paid, man. That's the only thing that would stop a great prospect like that. He needs to get he's already done. He's already done his at the end. What is he saying? Stephen Troy in the playoffs was nerves of steel. Who's he talking about?
Troy Aikman.
Oh, okay. Troy took it to another level in the playoffs. What?
Yes.
That he had a great running game with Emmitt Smith and a great wide receiver with Michael Irvin and of course Alvin Harper and Ken Williams. People need to realize that when Dak had a solid, healthy wide receiver room, he was the best quarterback in the league. It's an actual factual statement. So let's talk about this, right? What position y'all attacking in the third round? Well, let's get right into it. What do you say? Jimmy ran when Troy was off. Yes, he did. So look, obviously we see what the Cowboys have done this offseason. They've had a great offseason. What so far? Let's give it a grade. You go first. What grade would you give the Cowboys so far this offseason?
Honestly, I'd probably give it a B plus. A B plus, man. Because I would have wanted some certain players, but it didn't happen. But for overall, I think maybe B plus A, somewhere there. It's pretty close to an A. I think the biggest thing with me was offensive line, man. I wanted an offensive tackle or guard, whichever one, and they got that in Chuma Edoga. I don't even know how to say his name, but I think that's how you say it. So B plus for me. I think they had a good free agency. They filled a lot of holes. They found a corner that can play opposite of Diggs. I think that was huge for us. They kept Dono, which was another huge signing for us. And Brandon Cooks, man, that to stretch the field. I think that's what we needed. So overall, I say B plus.
Dak with CD, Cooper, and Gallup, and he still stinks. Aw, Cowboy. Star Vision says B plus. I like it. Our offensive line was back then. We need that line again for Dak. Is a great quarterback, but we need to be able to run whenever. Ultra Cowboy, love, move along if you're so unhappy. I love it. Troy was the most accurate quarterback in the playoffs during their run. Stop putting Dak in that same conversation. I think we just need to be fair. C plus because Jerry lied to us like always. Jay Fonda says Ultra Cowboy Cooper didn't stay on the field. CD was a rookie and Gallup was in the second year. Come on, man. The White Thrashers giving the Cowboys an A plus. They can now do whatever they want in the draft. Also, please hold on, Javi. Last week I gave them a B minus, and you looked at me crazy. Oh, and I love everyone on the team. We're perfect. We are perfect. Everybody doesn't agree, but we all got each other's backs. First 3 picks line, and Dak needs to concentrate on the playbook instead of getting a tramp stamp at the tattoo parlor. Jeez Louise, Ultra Cowboy. Troy was accurate, period. not just playoffs.
So this is the thing, man, and I think obviously we went live for a big reason was Mazi Smith.
Mazi Smith at pick
So if
26.
we take Mazi Smith, does that make our defense that much better?
Let's talk about it because I actually have a scouting report on him. Now this is what how some people are viewing this prospect. So let's get to know this prospect together. Overview. The top player on Bruce Philman's freak list. So I don't know if you guys know this, right? At the beginning of every collegiate year, Bruce Philman puts out a freak list. Well, he put Mazi Smith on at the top of his list this year. Heading into 2022, Smith was recognized for a stunning 44-inch vertical and 6.95-second three-cone time. Guys, I want you to understand that this prospect is 6'3", 330 pounds. I think he came in at 320,
Three
323 pounds.
at the combine.
That's what at the combine. That's exactly what Walter was saying. Uh his play on the field always no, okay, his play on the field doesn't always match the testing, but he was reliable starter for the Wolverines in 2021, 2022, the first team all Big Ten selection and winner of Michigan's Defensive Player of the Year honors. May lack the high-end pass rushing tools to land in the first round, but it wouldn't be a surprise if he makes it out of day two. So people are still kind of reserved about him being, a first rounder, but don't be surprised if he is. Because when they started stacking up the tape, you look at Jalen Carter versus Ohio State and you look at Mazi Smith. Wow. I mean, it looks like two different opposite situations. Jalen Carter kept on getting flushed out, was a non-factor in that game. Look at Monty. Monty completely took over that game. These are his strengths. He moves like a much lighter man, and his measurements are going to wow NFL scouts. Excel length, anchor, and pad level to stall out the run. Hands hit like baseball bats. Damn. So I love to hear from defensive tackles. Uh, Hands hit like baseball bats, can take a double team without giving up ground, efficient with his swim move and hand swipes, unique power and play strength. Promising first step gets him out of his stance effectively. Easy knee bend and flexibility in his lower body helps him sink into leverage. Hits like a Mack truck as a tackler, unafraid to do the dirty work as a space eater. Weakness is that he has below average hand quickness, can lead to getting tied up at times in pass rush. Poor lateral mover who can create angles. Energy fades as game progresses. Often a tick late to identify the ball carrier. Lapses with technique and body control, leave a lot of meat on the bone in all phases, doesn't know what to do with his hands if initial rush fails. Highly touted athleticism and training doesn't always reveal itself. His pro comparison is Malcolm Brown. I don't know if you guys remember him, who's out of Texas. I believe the Patriots, former first
Patriots.
rounder.
Yep.
Yeah, former first rounder pick, has been a starter throughout his pro career, a bit to mixed results. Brown's flexibility and stack and shed ability translated well from college to pro. Smith is much heavier, but moves around and plays the run in the same vein and should be able to follow the path as early round pick who can be on an immediate upgrade in the run game while providing development tools in the passing game. So he's actually was listed as the fourth best defensive tackle. And some people have him ranked as the fifth best defense tackle in this draft class. But when we look at Monty Smith and we look at what the Cowboys have been lacking the last 2 years, Harv, in the defense, what has been the biggest takeaway from, or what's been the biggest thing that people say the Cowboys struggle with on the defensive side of things for the Cowboys?
Stopping the run, man. We all know this. In the middle, we've been just shredded down the middle. So we need somebody to hold the line, and I think this is that type of dude. I think he has an 87 and 1/8 inch wingspan. 80 is 7/8. Um, you look at the tape, man, and he hustles. He goes after the quarterback. Even when he doesn't think he's going to get the quarterback, he hustles. The only thing that scares me about Mazi Smith, he's a beast, don't get me wrong, is his hand placement and his hand technique. It's not very good. But I think with the upside and the way the Cowboys can teach these guys how to use their hands to swim, rip, and do all those things, I think it's endless. But I think this guy would change his defense, man, and make these linebackers run sideline because they'd have to double team him. So I like the move, man. If we pick him at 26, I'd be happy with that pick.
The only reason why we brought it up because Daniel Jeremiah actually put it in his mock draft 3.0, and we were like, "Wait, let's talk about this, right? Do the can the Cowboys actually take the opportunity to draft a defensive tackle? Something they haven't done since 1990? Was it 91? No, it was 1992. The last time the Cowboys drafted a first round defensive tackle. Let me see here. Where we at? Where we at? Let me get caught up. Ultra Cowboy Aikman had like 8 dudes on the offense that are all will be Hall of Famers. Very true statement. Ultra Cowboy, grown ass man, and you can't keep up with Dak's personal life. Ah, yes, obviously. What's one free agent you would sign for Dallas? It's a good question. I mean, personally, I would have liked an actual guard that an actual offensive lineman.
At this point, I think I would definitely, Jerry, honestly. What about Deion Jones? Has he been signed?
I believe no. I have not seen his name. I would have liked to shore up the offensive line. So, but the thing is, I think the Cowboys are betting on Matt Willetsko to become that tackle that they need. We'll see. With Matt Willetsko, the thing with him was, I believe he came into his rookie season injured and just did not get the surgery that he needed beforehand. So it's all interesting storylines to keep up with, but that's for sure one. You're gonna look up that Deion Jones, but that's gonna be yours. Hoodlum says
Jones, yeah.
Hoodlum says absolutely. Ultra Cowboy J Fonda is delusional. How can you support a quarterback that was no show past 2 years in the playoffs? Ultra Cowboy, come on. How was Dak a no show in the playoffs? Henwalk Brady, and they lost to 49ers because he had one option to throw to. He's right. They abandoned the run game, and he was forcing it to CD. That's all he had. Starting O tackle, either left side or defensive line plug. Cal Human said the Cowboys did a lot of background work on Mazi. He will be the pick at 58 if he's there. Will fall due to off-field issues. I did read something about, but he has little arms. Stephen White. Are you talking about Mazi? Jalen Carter got to work on his consistency. A lot of games I see him go off in his first half. Then you'd be like, where is Jalen Carter? I love it. Hello. Mazi is a freak. I wouldn't be mad. That's by Stephen White. 29 wingspan. 29-inch wingspan. Just joking. Jeez, Louise. Watch Dak drop back is like building IKEA furniture. What in the world? I just don't see it on tape. Okay, on and off for Mazi. Go sign Ashawn Robinson. I saw you mentioned that on the Discord. Question is, what do the Cowboys prioritize this year? Offensive line or defensive tackle? And DQ will fix all that. Yes. Get more Donovan Wilson, and nobody will try to run because anytime Wilson hits someone, they would never try to run near him again. So just get more players like him. Hey, I'll tell you this, if Monty's in the mix with all these players that we're mentioning on defense, this defense is it's 5 times better than last year. Because now you can definitely stop the run. You're not gonna have teams being able to run, and now you're gonna have to force them to pass. Now you got Stephon Gilmore and you got Trayvon Diggs, who they look like they want to intercept the ball. That's all they want to do. They don't want to tackle. Ultra Cowboy, then move on, homie. You seem unhappy, yet you still support the team every Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Make it make sense. Mad Osti.
Welcome, man.
we give a round of applause. Anybody comes in the chat, even if you're trolling or not. I think we should trade Michael Gallup. We can't until next year. And for Josh Downs, he's going in the second round. We could probably trade Gallup and our second round to trade up. Don't even get Harvey started. That's Harvey's guy, Josh Downs.
That's my guy, man, Josh Downs.
Jay Fonda, you're buttered because our quarterback stinks. Oh my gosh, can you just give it up with Dak already with that already? We could drop back and take Mazi while picking up a pick for Hooker or a linebacker.
I agree.
Can you
agree.
Can you imagine going Mazi and maybe Hanley in the second round? Damn, I mean, you're talking about it doesn't matter what the offense does anymore. This defense will give you the ball back at will. I love Ashawn Robinson. He's always been a good prospect.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not gonna say that. Okay, guys, stop. Stephen White tackles. Dak played a 8-9 playoff team. I like Bijan Robinson. Richard Verdugo.
Welcome, brother. Welcome, man.
I think every team in this NFL draft class loves Bijan.
They do, but they're not gonna take him early.
It's because people are like they're saying no, we're not gonna take running backs in the first round, and everybody's stunned on that rack, right, on that hill. And now Bijan is he's in this draft class, and damn, he's made for today's NFL, man. He is today's. I think he's a better prospect than Saquon. I will say that much. Wilson said, "Don't try that." Gilmore can tackle. You're right on that one. We need a running back one. Don't think Rojo is enough. Oh yeah, I think Rojo is just a body. No Downs. Somebody doesn't like Josh Downs.
What? Whatever.
Some people just don't like the smaller wide receiver.
Hey, I like Palmer too. I like that dude too.
From Nebraska.
I like him too.
It's Trey, right? That's his name.
Trey Palmer, baby.
Mims wins, man.
I like Mims too. Mims Jr.
Mims is
he's like 6'3", isn't he?
No, he's like 5'10".
I keep saying that. I always say that, don't I, Jerry?
Yeah, you do say that.
He plays like he's 6'3".
There's an eagle in the TikTok. AE check me. We want Elliott, and then of course they have the Eagles. We got Ricky Verdugo. Oh, he came over. He came over. Good job coming over to the right spot. Ultra Cowboy 8-9 or not. They were a playoff team with Brady, who never lost to Dallas in his career, and Dak walked Brady. Ooh. Trade our left tackle for more picks. Dude plays 5 games a season. He's talking about Tyrone. Yeah, he's talking about Tyler.
He's true. It's true.
If I'm not mistaken, Rojo has a role here, but he's also here to help Tony Pollard a lot to have that 1-2 punch still.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll see. I mean, there's a lot that has to go through, but Rojo, man, when he was at USC, he looked special, man. He looked very special. I just don't know if, for whatever reason, Tampa just completely abandoned the running game. Because, I mean, look at Leonard Fournette. I mean, became more of a pass-catching running back, and Rojo just couldn't find his groove there. And then with the Chiefs, well, I mean, they just kind of rode on the Isaiah Pacheco, and that's what it came down to. Arguing with a Dak groupie is worse than paying taxes. Oh, my gosh, Ultra Cowboy, we're talking about Mazi Smith here. We're not talking about Dak. It wasn't shit on Dak day today. I'm about to get everybody mad. I think Gibbs is better than Bijan. That's my opinion, though. Hey, a good opinion.
Ooh.
I got you out. I got you, Leah. Jay Fonda is the type of person that loves participation trophies. Come on, Ultra Cowboy. Ultra Cowboy, not a Dak groupie. I just support the team through good, bad, and ugly. That's called being a fan, not someone who bashes them until they win. Which is, I mean, these are all good points, but come on, guys, let's not fight with each other. Let's talk about the future, man.
Let's be together. Let's stay together.
I know, man. You guys' energy's a little bit off. I need a little bit higher energy, man. Problem is going to start the season at running back 1. Pollard isn't going to be ready, most likely, and the top of that, we need a good bruising, blocking running back. I'm sure we will
Yep.
find that this year. You can go
Yep.
all the way into the fifth, and you're gonna get a hell of a running back. But Mims can play X2. He's a beast. Yes, he is. Only losers keep on supporting losers like that. Jeez, Ultra Cowboy Israel. Ambikaida, running back from Pittsburgh, is fun to watch.
Izzy, I love Izzy. Hey, Jerry knows I like Izzy, man. He's
Yeah,
a great player.
really is. You don't have to argue. There's this cool thing called YouTube invented. It's called the close button. Jeez, man, I didn't know you. Ultra Cowboy, are you off a little bit? Because I mean, normally you come into
He
the
is,
stream.
yeah. He pretty comes. It's either Darnell Washington train or Kincaid.
Oh man, Tony D approved Israel. Oh, all right, all right.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
and they said they don't want to run to Tony Pollard to the ground, so they brought in someone to help give Tony a break. Like I said, so don't exhaust him. Yeah, I think the 12 to 15,
Yep.
touches slash carry slash catches. I think that would be a good spot for TP. What do you think, Harv?
Yeah. No, I agree, man.
Dak is better than Lamar, in my opinion. How many wins does Lamar have in the playoffs? Ooh,
Whoo. I'm
wow.
checking out TikTok right now. Somebody said bad, granted, but yeah, but God help us if Bijan slides all the way down the first round to the KC Chiefs. Ooh, that would be dangerous. We want to give you Elliott. Yep, Rojo. I want the roster. UT's Roshan Johnson. He's pretty good. Rojo careers average is a 4.4, which is not bad by Todd Corey. And then what's going on with signing DT Hankins? I think the Cowboys that offered him a contract, he's just waiting to see if he gets a better offer. I think that's what's happening.
Jay Fona says, okay, now that it's over, can we get back to them drafting a one tech finally? And
Yes.
then Jay Fonda Russell Simmons is looking for you for his new video. Jeez Louise. Rojo is the floor. Hopefully, a camp body will get a fresh back. I mean,
I
the
think,
Cowboys have Malik Davis too,
I
right?
mean, Steven says that, but I think this dude can still play, man.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Rojo ain't,
I mean,
don't sleep on him.
he has a very as he doesn't have much tread on those tires, right? And still relatively young. I believe he's what 27. So we'll see. The big reason Tony Pollard is still so good is because you work him fair amount, not too much. And in
Yep.
fact, I think they didn't work him at all, right? His first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
This is his third and fourth ultra good one. Dak is better than MVP Lamar. Has Dak won an MVP? Only the G scares me. Alabama running backs don't work out in NFL, guys. What do you say? Except Derrick Henry.
He's true. It's true.
Rojo is a strong body. He
He
does look.
is.
I'll tell you this: with Rojo, looks like if he can get momentum going in the right direction, I think he becomes unstoppable. But let's just talk about that real quick. Mazi Smith, right? If the Cowboys do select him, somebody actually corrected me. Rojo's 25. Uh,
Oh,
yeah. What's the MVP got in Lamar? A team that doesn't want him to pay him. I mean, all. I mean, these are actual facts. Okay, so we can't be running around. We can't be tooting around the horn. Look, Dak has this season and a second offense. This is technically his second offense to see if he can get to the NFC Championship minimal. I think that Mike McCarthy understands what's at stake. I know Dak knows what's at stake. You can clearly hear it. We have him. We highlighted him saying how much urgency is behind this season. I'm pretty sure Dak wants to prove us all wrong, right, and prove everybody that supported him all right. So I think that for whatever it is, let's give Dak this last season to really be able to be harsh and assess him. I'll tell you this: it'd be hard to give him a 4-year, $48 million type of salary. I think at that part, that's where you'd have to either bite the bullet or just talk to Dak and just tell him, Dak, hey, there's a certain number that you are at, and we've tried to give you everything that could help you, and you're not able to do it. So let's leave in Dak for a little bit. We'll take the last couple of comments here. Ocho, what's the MVP gone? No more. Rojo can play. I like him. I like Steele, but if Darnell Wright or Jones came on. Steal is floor. Didn't Dak have to play on the franchise tag? He did. I know Rojo can protect Tony a lot. LOL. I don't need Tony getting tackled like crazy or getting what is that called? It's called the crocodile roll, right?
Yeah.
That tackle. If Dak didn't get hurt, he wins MVP in year 4. So yeah, that's a good point. Lamar is the MVP, but he's 1-3 in the playoff. There you go. I love it when Hella brings the facts, man. I love Dak 100%, but if I can't get us to the title game this year, I think it's time to move on. Man, I hate to say it, but we need wins in the end of the season. I think
Yep.
we need to be playing for the NFC Championship every year. Lamar being in the league since 2018 and won one playoff game. This is actually true statements. This is by Hoodlum. Steve White, we need to keep getting better all over, but we are deep now. Congratulations, Steven and US or
Us.
us. Wrong, J Phone. The Dak no MVP and 2-4, and one of those wins came against an 8-9 team. I think there was one year. I think he finished in the top of almost being MVP. Star Vision need to extend Dak before Herbert, Burrow, Hurts, and Lamar sign their contracts.
And that's why I'm hoping that Dak understands what's going on. That you can lose Amari Cooper and all those guys once you sign these big contracts. And I hope he says, "Hey, man, let's go win this thing and just sign me to a cheap deal." I hope that's what happens. I doubt it, but I might. I think that might be on the table. We'll see.
We'll see. Um, Ultra, I didn't say he won one. Read what I said. If he doesn't get hurt, he wins the MVP. Dak is now 2-4 in the playoffs. Everyone wants to critique Dak for his mistake, but why is nobody talking about that? He has been consistently good his whole career so far. All look, I think ultimately, overall, regardless of what we see in mock drafts, right? Like in this case, we're Mazi Smith. We're talking about it. What can he do for the defense? Harvey, my question to you: Mazi Smith, would he help the Cowboys? Would this help the Cowboys elevate their defense to better heights than what it was last year?
I think it would, man. And I think with the pieces that you see the Cowboys did on the offensive side, not only did they fix the cornerback position on defense, but they kept LVE, they kept Dono. So the defense, if you think about it, for the most part, is all together, other than Carlo Watkins and Hatkins. They're pretty much all together for the most part. So if you can put that piece in the middle to stop the run and be stout, man, that's just another toy for Dan Quinn to. Man, I think this defense is going to be top in the NFL, man, top 3, 4 if we do that, regardless of who it is, Mazi Smith or whoever. But if that happens, man, these linebackers are going to be running everywhere. So I think it helps the offense as well, not only the defense, but to get them the ball hopefully more times than not. So we'll see, man.
What would it do for the offense if the defense can step up to
A,
elite level?
a lot of chances to score touchdowns. A lot.
So maybe some of this Dak hate could actually die down the right way, right? I mean, it's we understand. It's frustrating to lose to number one of the most annoying fan bases of all is the 49ers. Man, they've been annoying since the 90s. I think that and especially now, man, these 49ers are still annoying. And then now the Eagles they're becoming trolls just like these Niner fans too. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Uh We'll see. I don't think that I'm just saying we got to be open to Monty Smith. And if we could get this defense to get to that next level with Dan Quinn's mastermind, I think that teams like the 49ers, all these teams that gave us fits all year round, they got to watch out for this defense. And I think the offense can just work uh, hand in hand with his defense. Let me see here. And remember, Lamar was a first round pick. Dak was a fourth rounder. Udo, love you guys. Follow me on my Discord. Here's the thing, DC for life. I could see. I didn't know Jose Baez has his own Discord. And then Adrian Garza, I'm back. Well, welcome back, Adrian Garza. I think they told Dan Quinn to stay one more year. If it doesn't work out, we don't make it to the championship game of the Super Bowl. We're going to give you the head coaching job.
I, I think we said this on this channel, man. That I think that's what's happening. But I think Jose Pais is talking about. Here's the thing, DC for life. The thing that I say.
Oh, I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't love Dan Quinn as our head coach. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't love Dan Quinn as our head coach. You wouldn't like it, Hoodlum?
That's weird.
49ers are hell, man.
They are.
They are the worst, man. I mean, because they're all phonies, man. They're fake. I don't think Dan is a good head coach, in my opinion. Hey, he went to a Super Bowl. He went to a Super Bowl. Now I understand it was the worst freaking Super Bowl for any, coaching, but damn, he got to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He had a chance in the dance, and they had to lead, man. And I don't know, man. I trust Will and everyone involved to get us what they think is best to get the ring. He's talking about Will McClay.
Yep.
I think so too, but hold on, just to kind of go back to it. I think if Dan Quinn was to take over, I think with Dan Quinn, if you notice, he had brought in Kyle Shanahan. Obviously, he understands what kind of offensive coordinator you need to have a successful offense. And I think that if you were to get Dak with Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers, I'll tell you this much right now, it'd be a championship. In fact, if Kyle Shanahan was the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, you're talking about a dynasty with Dak Prescott. What do you think, Harv?
Yeah, I think for sure, 100%.
No other quarterback in the league gets the hate Dak gets. There's just as many starting quarterbacks with same or less playoff success as Dak, yet nothing. It's the star in the helmet. And he also led up the biggest lead. I know. What was it, 28-4? No,
20-3.
28-3, I'm sorry. 49ers got exposed by the Eagle. Mazi or Isaac Alakra.
Hey, man, you don't know.
I'll take Mazi.
You don't know, though. You can laugh.
I like Isaac, man. I think Isaac he's a funny guy, man. He's a funny guy. He wanted the cake. Remember last during the Hard Knocks? 49ers got exposed by our defense, Aliyah. And never know. Isaac will play on the cheap. You're right. I think he's a part of that whole Mexican thing, right?
Yep.
No, the fact that the 49ers had a running back throwing passes was how the Eagles won.
That's true.
Let's go get Wade Phillips. Oh, don't, hell no. He's in the XFL right now. Watch him watch the XFL. Watch him win the XFL, right? Championship. Also, please, that's true. And Richard Verduga. No, they didn't get exposed. They lost a quarterback that was helping them get to where they were. There's no way to they got exposed. Have not lost Purdy, they wouldn't have won that game. Could have gone either way. I think they lost Brock Purdy. They lost Josh Johnson, right, to concussion later on in that game.
Yep.
So it's all over the place. But hey, thing is, I think 49ers are in the same boat as the Cowboys. I mean, regardless, they haven't won a Super Bowl since 1995.
Yep.
Cowboys won their last Super Bowl in 96. Regardless if they've made it to the NFC Championship or even to a Super Bowl, they still haven't got a Super Bowl. They're in the same shoes as the Cowboys. What up, Kendall? Man, Kendall, right now, I don't know why, but there's a lot of Dak hate going on.
There is, man.
I don't think you want to see it. Patrick Mahomes beat the 49ers even with Jimmy. I don't want to hear that beat over them losing a quarterback, Richard Verdugo. That BS. Aliyah, they didn't lose one quarterback. They lost 3. No, they lost. Oh, I guess he's counting Trey Lance, right?
Yep.
Trey Lance was the first one to go down. And then Brock Purdy and then Josh Johnson. I think we get a mystery relevant this year in the draft. Question is who? Jay Fonda, I understand that. I love it. Look, At pick 26, this is the luxury that the Cowboys have by making the adjustments they made. Let's see what tomorrow brings, right? I think, as time passes, we start seeing more and more. I think the Cowboys are. I mean, they've signed they re-signed also Dante Fowler. They're bringing back Tack McKinley. I mean, this is like you said, the core of this defense is still together, and we'll see, man. Hudlin likes Aiden O'Connell from Purdue, the quarterback.
He's a decent pick. I like him.
He goes, I love O'Connell. Oh shit. Pick 26. I want Jason Jackson Smith and Jigba trade down Jay Fonda. When does the draft start? It will be the last 3 days of April, I believe. It's the last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of April. So about 35 days, I believe. No, 36 days. NFL draft will be live. April 27th, I think. So we'll see. Okay, guys. I believe I believe we have a live tomorrow scheduled.
Yes, we do.
But make sure, for those that are interested, TikTok, make sure you go click the link in the bio. Help us get to 1,000 on YouTube. You guys get us to 1,000. We'll go live Monday through Thursday, twice on Sundays. That's during the season. Make sure you check us out on East West Football. That's the logo. We have a website, eastwestfootball.com, and a lot of brilliant writers are on there. They have scattering reports, all that good stuff. You guys want to be a part of that? Let us know. Of course, the Discord. Harvey, you had highlighted that one earlier, right?
Yep, we got it. It's already up. Whoa.
26 is the highest second pick from the next 30 on the board. Charlie Jones is my sleeper. Ooh, always a great time, boys. Yes, it is. Love the stream as always. I'll be back. Hey, appreciate that. We have a cap giveaway on the actual day of the draft. Charlie is a baller. Damn. So somebody's with you there, Hoodlum. We'll see, man. We're gonna get more familiarized with these. We'll get. Thank you for putting it on the screen. There you go, TikTok. Check it out.
Follow us on the Cowboys Cast pound 3786. That's our Discord. Send an invite. I'll let you in. Be nice. But we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff on the Discord here soon. So make sure you join us. Send a friend request, and I'll invite you in. So I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's talk football, right? Like that's what it's all about, right? Somebody said Wheaton is fire. But that's it for us, guys. TikTok, we love you. Be nice, man.
Be nice, TikTok.
Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the people on. Phil, take care of yourself, mailman. Keep it real.
You already know.
Hey, we love you, YouTube, and keep it real.